Kiff Season 2 Episode 28 is a hilarious, heartfelt, and surprisingly deep episode that perfectly captures what makes this animated series so special. Set in the whimsical world of Table Town, where animals and magical creatures live side by side, the show follows the endlessly energetic squirrel Kiff and her best friend Barry, a mellow rabbit, as they bounce from one wild adventure to the next. This episode, centered around a quest to share childhood nostalgia with Kiff's little brother Kristophe, is packed with catchy songs, slapstick comedy, and a message about letting kids find their own way, even if it means letting go of your own childhood favorites. The episode kicks off with the familiar, infectious Kiff theme song, setting the tone for another day of fun and chaos. Kiff and Barry are hanging out with Kristophe, who is glued to his favorite tabletube show, Cool Baby. Kiff and Barry, however, are obsessed with Lil Ouchie, a classic kids show that shaped their own childhoods. They reminisce about how Lil Ouchie taught them important lessons and made them who they are today. Kiff is especially nostalgic, convinced that Kristophe needs to experience Lil Ouchie to become as enlightened as his big sister and brother. The first act is a musical extravaganza, with a full Lil Ouchie Boo Boo song and dance number. The lyrics are both silly and surprisingly poignant, touching on how boo-boos can happen on the inside, like when your older siblings never ask what you want to do. The song is a clever nod to the way kids' shows can shape our emotional lives, and it's clear that Kiff and Barry see Lil Ouchie as more than just a cartoon. It's a rite of passage. But Kristophe is unimpressed. He's fixated on Cool Baby, a weird, mesmerizing tabletube show that Kiff and Barry just don't get. They see this as a cry for help, and decide it's their duty to refine his taste by exposing him to more Lil Ouchie videos. Their plan is to find the perfect episode to win Kristophe over, but nothing seems to work. Even when they show him the classic Lil Ouchie vs. Rusty the Nail episode, where the rivals become friends in the end, Kristophe remains glued to Cool Baby. Desperate, Kiff and Barry hatch a new plan. Take Kristophe to a live Lil Ouchie meet and greet at the Table Town Aquarium. Kiff remembers how meeting Lil Ouchie in person as a kid changed her life, and she's convinced the same will happen for Kristophe. The trio heads to the aquarium, only to get sidetracked by a series of classic Kiff-style mishaps. They get in the wrong line, end up learning about coral reefs instead of meeting Lil Ouchie, and even have a run-in with a suspiciously well-informed bouncer who knows their full names. Undeterred, Kiff and Barry discover the Splashport challenge, a scavenger hunt where collecting stamps from around the aquarium earns you front-row seats to the Lil Ouchie show. This kicks off a frantic musical montage as the trio races around the aquarium, completing random tasks, collecting stickers, and singing about how much fun they're having. The Splashport song is another highlight, full of energy and clever lyrics about having a blast and completing random tasks. Finally, they make it to the show, just in time for the big Lil Ouchie performance. Kiff is over the moon, screaming her love for Lil Ouchie along with the rest of the crowd. The show is a spectacle, complete with dolphins, air horns, and a demonstration of Lil Ouchie's new waterproof adhesive bandages. Kiff even gets called up on stage as a volunteer, and she has a heartfelt moment where she thanks Lil Ouchie for giving her a special sticker years ago, a moment that meant the world to her as a kid. But when it's Kristophe's turn to meet Lil Ouchie, he's still not interested. Kiff is crushed, realizing that her little brother just doesn't care about the things that meant so much to her. This leads to a surprisingly deep moment of self-reflection. Kiff admits to Barry that maybe she only loves Lil Ouchie out of nostalgia for her own childhood, and that Kristophe deserves to have his own experiences, even if that means loving Cool Baby instead. Barry reassures her that she's so enlightened, and the two share a quiet, funny moment as they watch Kristophe happily zone out to his favorite show. The episode ends with a gentle message about letting go. Kiff realizes that trying to force Kristophe to love what she loved as a kid isn't fair. He needs to make his own memories and mistakes. The final scene is both funny and touching, as Kiff and Barry laugh about how Cool Baby doesn't hold up, but agree that Kristophe should be as wrong as he wants. The credits roll with a relaxing instrumental tune and one last laugh as Kiff admits she still doesn't get Cool Baby. Kiff Season 2 Episode 28 is a standout for its blend of slapstick comedy, catchy music, and genuine emotional insight. The episode is packed with clever jokes, visual gags, and references to the weird world of kids' entertainment, but it never loses sight of its core message: Childhood is about discovery, and sometimes the best thing you can do is step back and let the next generation find their own way. Whether you grew up loving Lil Ouchie or have your own version of Cool Baby, this episode will make you laugh, sing, and maybe even tear up a little.